Welcome into Universal Hyundai. Today's car review is on the 2019 Elantra. This is the limited ultimate package. So it's our highest trim level with as many features as you possibly can put on this vehicle. It is on this Elantra. Now we're at the front of the car, so we're gonna do a little walk around. In the front, you got, as you can see, you got your LED daytime running lights right here. They completely changed this body style, and on the limited, you have the 4-cube headlight. So if you like the way these headlights are designed, you have to get it on the limited. Anything below the limited, you're gonna have one projector headlight. You'll still have a daytime running light, but it's not gonna be like the 4 cubes. So this is unique to the limited. You also have your fog lights down here, and these cubes are all LED lighting too. So everything's LED. Get your LED tail lights as well. Completely new design grille. Obviously, you have the chrome here. It's a cascading type of grille. You have the new indentions that are here that weren't on the previous model. So basically, you have a whole new front and a whole new back, and the interior has changed as well. Engine is very similar, same engine actually, 147 horsepower, which is really good in its class. Actually more than the Nissan Sentra, more than the Toyota Corolla, more than the Chevy Cruze. So you have more horsepower and you have a lot of space in this car as well, which is always at the top of the competition as far as legroom and space in its class. Now, you have a steel chain in your engine. Why is that good? Because you no longer have a belt, and the belt you always have to change 60 to 80,000 miles, could cost you over $1,000 out of your pocket. You don't have to worry about that with your steel chain in your engine. It's gonna outlast the life of the engine. It sits on a liquid-filled motor mount, gonna absorb the vibration of the engine. I always mention this on all my videos, and usually these things are standard in all of the Hyundais here. So liquid-filled motor mount, breakaway mount, battery chip on your battery, battery sensor, all these things are standard on the vehicle. Now, let me just go ahead and close the hood. Very legit steel, as I mentioned always in my videos. Hyundai is its own steel manufacturer. They produce their own steel. They put some of the lightest, strongest steel on the market on their cars. They have a $1 billion facility in Alabama where they have a lot of scientists that are just shaping and forming steel in different ways. And they heat press their steel. They put it in over 800 degrees or 900 degrees, I believe. And they melt the steel, they reshape it, form it, press it. They're the only car company that I know of that produces their own steel. They sell it to Mercedes, GM. I mentioned on one of my other videos, they even sell their transmissions to Porsche. So they have a lot of money. They're doing a lot of different things on the market. They're putting a lot of these safety sensors like the automatic emergency braking on their lower trim levels, and they're really beating their competition in a lot of different ways, especially with price and features. Now, this is the limit to the ultimate package, so you have a unique style rim. I believe it's 17-inch alloy wheels, which is different from the SC, the SCL, and the Value. So this is the limited, about the 4th trim level, and you got the ultimate package on it. So you got your turning signals, you have your blind spot detection, which does come on the SCL and up. So you can go to just the 2nd trim level and you'll have this feature. But just to go over everything in this car, you do have the blind spot detection. That comes with the rear cross traffic alert. That technology kind of works together. It uses the sensors that are on the back of the car to sense vehicles that are flying by. So about 45 feet this way and 45 feet that way, it will detect cars flying by. So when you're reversing, it's going to alert you. Those same sensors are going to let you know if somebody's in your blind spot, and this is going to turn orange for you to indicate that somebody's in your blind spot. If your blinker's on, it's going to beep for you. Now they changed up the interior a little bit, as you can see with the dash here, and how they kind of made this little bit of like a roof section over here to kind of cover the top a little bit more than the previous model. Very similar setup. You got your full leather in this package, a power seat, heated seats. You got navigation with an 8-inch backup camera that's HD quality. You do have Apple CarPlay, you do have Android Auto, and you have, of course, all the safety senses. So as I was mentioning, the automatic emergency braking, which Hyundai now calls automatic emergency avoidance assistance, that comes with pedestrian detection as well. So it will literally detect people walking by, and it will try to brake if someone walks in front of your car. So that potentially could save somebody's life. You have features like, let me sit in the car, see if you can see a little bit. This button right here is the lane keep assist. This button, if you have this on, that indicator will turn green for you as long as you're going over 40 miles per hour Once it turns green, that means it's active. You have the sensor up here that's reading the lanes. So if you're falling out of the lane a little bit, your steering wheel will actually pull you back into the lane. It's gonna try to keep you in the middle the whole time. If you wanna adjust that setting, you can. You can let it hit the lane, then pull you in, or you could just let it just try to keep you in the middle of the lane the whole time, or you could turn it off and just let it hit the lane and let it beep. That's lane departure warning. So you can adjust it a little bit different depending on what you wanna do. You do have smart cruise control in this car as well. You can adjust your screen a couple different ways, which is pretty cool here on the dash. It's gonna let you know when the car is in front of you. It's actually gonna show the car on your screen. It's gonna pop out right in front of you so that you know that it's sensing it. So when the car is in smart cruise control, if that car starts to slow down, your car starts to slow down without you pressing anything. So it will literally come to a complete stop when that car does. And as long as you're not stopped for over 3 seconds, the car will reinitiate the cruise control and it will start you right back up. So pretty cool. Got a couple different driving modes, smart mode and sport mode, which are gonna change the driving dynamics of your car. You have infinity speakers, over 315 watts. Got your subwoofer in the back, an extra speaker in the front. Very good safety ratings on this car. You actually have a knee driver's airbag, which is your 7th airbag, which pops out kind of milliseconds before all the other ones do, to kind of keep you in a good place. You got tubular beams in the door panels. I mentioned in my other videos, sometimes you got manufacturers that put a steel plate here. We put beams in your car, kind of cages your car. It's very expensive to do, and the steel is really legit. Like I mentioned, Hyundai produces their own steel, so they have an advantage. They have scientists working on their steel day in and day out. You have your sunroof on the Ultimate package. If you don't care for the sunroof, you can get the Limited without the Ultimate package. You won't have it. If you don't care for the leather, you can get the Value package. You still have the sunroof. You get your LED lighting in the back, which looks really nice. Get your Limited badge. You have your diffuser at the bottom, you see with your indentions here. You got your plate down here now, they changed that. They put the Elantra symbol here. You got a secret button to release your trunk, but keep in mind, you also have a smart trunk, so when you stand behind your trunk, as long as you got your key in your pocket, it's gonna pop open for you. But the car does have to be locked, it does have to be turned off. So if you got some groceries, you're coming back, you just step behind the car, it's gonna pop open for you, just like I just opened it. And as you can see, you got some of the largest interior space in its class as far as trunk space and leg room. You do have the 60-40 split if you want to split the seat down. Got a lot of room to put anything you want, luggage. If you want to fit a surfboard through there, you can do that and still sit somebody on the other side. Now, keep in mind with all these safety features, your insurance is probably going to get a little bit lower as well. Hyundai is one of the cheapest insurances on the market. Hyundai actually won an award for KBB, which is Kelley Blue Book. They're a big company that does ratings on cars and evaluates trade values and stuff like that and your car's value. For Hyundai, Hyundai's always in the top 3 as far as the lowest maintenance on your car for over a 5-year span. So that means over a 5-year span as far as doing maintenance on your car, Hyundai's one of the cheapest. The spark plugs don't have to be changed for over 100,000 miles, which is great. Like I mentioned, you have a steel chain in your engine. So as far as maintenance, you're not going to be doing too much on this car in the first couple years, besides oil changes and tire rotations pretty much. And keep in mind, you have the best warranty on the market, which is a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, engine and transmission, 5 years or 60,000-mile warranty on your new vehicle warranty. Keep in mind the competition is half of that. Usually the competition's new vehicle warranty is 3 years or 36. So what does that cover? Ours is 5 years or 60. It's going to cover almost all your electronics, your Bluetooth, your cruise control. Any components in the car that have a malfunction will be covered pretty much if it has a defect in it. And the roadside assistance on this car is great. That's within the warranty. You have 5 years free roadside assistance, unlimited miles. If you got a flat tire, even if you run out of gas, they'll assist you for free. Keep in mind, I just wanted to point out one other thing. You have BlueLink right up here. BlueLink's our telematics system that's on your rear view mirror. You can click that button for roadside assistance, but you can also download our Hyundai BlueLink app, which allows you to start the car with your phone. You can lock the car, locate it, set up a geofence. So if you gave your car to valet and you wanted to make sure they're not taking your car somewhere else, you can set up a perimeter, so when they leave that perimeter, it will alert you. Now, one of the features I forgot to mention on on the last video did, the SEL, is you have a new safety feature on the Limited and up. It's called Safe Exit Assist. So if you have somebody in the back of the car, say a child, and they're sitting back here, the sensors in the back, say you pulled over on the highway, right? And you have to fix a flat. And the sensors are picking up the traffic. So with the Safe Exit Alert, basically if somebody tries to open the door, it's gonna sense a car that's flying by and it's gonna beep and alert you. You can even press a button, but once it beeps, the person in the front to lock the door so no one can even open the door when it senses that person, the car coming by. So a great feature. A couple features I forgot to mention as well. You have a wireless charging pad on this car, which the previous model didn't have. So as long as you go to the Limited and up, you're good. You have the wireless charging pad. The iPhone 8 works on that. The Androids, I'm a little confused about because there's so many different Androids, but you can find out if your phone's compatible. Just lay your phone there, it starts charging by itself. And you have the memory seats as well. So the memory seats are gonna basically remember where your seating configuration is, and every time you turn your car on, it's gonna set you up right in that configuration. So a lot of luxurious features in this Elantra. As the years are going on, Hyundai just keeps adding more features, giving you more bang for your buck, and they're not changing the price of the MSRP. So if you looked at the previous Limited, the MSRP is very similar, and you're gonna have more features in this car, like the wireless charging pad and the pedestrian detection. So tune in to the next video, subscribe to us at the bottom of the page, and check out our next video.